everyone, I'm the Dave, and this is the spoken audio version of my review of VR Furballs Demolition. At first glance, VR Furballs Demolition may look like a VR clone of Angry Birds. This would not be a bad thing. Angry Birds is an addictive game with a loved format. However, VR Furballs Demolition is much more than that. As you play through the game, you unlock new modes and tools. The premise is simple. Evil spiked red furballs have kidnapped the cute fluffy furballs. In the core game, only you can save the cute fluffy furballs by throwing them at the spiked ones, or catapulting them, or hitting them with bats towards them. Basically any means of putting thrust behind them and getting them to hit the little red guys. What Gambling Studios have created is a fun little puzzle game with some cool features and replayability. Here is way more content than you expect for such a small amount of cash. And the game really is very, very cheap. While you can physically throw the little furballs, you can also use a slingshot. If you're really skilled, you can also use a tennis racket to get some real oomph behind them. I've already put more than the Steam's reported 1 hour into the game and still have a ton of weapons to unlock. Also, now I don't feel guilty about going to town on these little fluffy guys with a tennis racket. For the good of the many, etc. Look, stop judging me. Remember, I am saving the caged ones so I can use them to save more caged ones. It's a circle of life. You can also unlock various gadgets. Some are useful, like the drone that propels a furball upwards, ready for you to swing your racket and send it hurtling into a spiked red furball. You're still judging me, aren't you? Others less useful, like the camera that takes screenshots for hanging on a balloon. Annoyingly, the default screenshot method does not save images in VR Furball Demolition, so you're forced to use the camera. This may be a bug though. I'm going to have to add a little side note in here and I will edit my review, but that has been fixed in the latest version and you can make screenshots in default method. So yeah, I will fix that. Apologies. The furballs are colour coded too. An ice blue furball will smash ice when launched at it, but will bounce harmlessly off concrete. For concrete you need a grey furball. Some even have special abilities. Today I unlocked an exploding one, which explodes after adorably making a little countdown noise. He's kind of cool. He's like boom, 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 boom. I like him. All of this adds some variety to the puzzles and shows VR Furball Demolition is a well thought out game, and not a quick rust experience. In addition to the core game mode, VR Furballs Demolition slowly unlocks some cool minigames. The first minigame has you hitting targets, with different leaderboards depending on what weapon you use, if any. Next up you have 3 cannons that fire bombs at you. I found this really fun and a good workout. Dodging left and right, batting them back with a tennis racket is way more fun than it should be. The most recent mode I unlocked has some basketball hoops with scores on them. Some moving, some stationary. You simply have to toss or catapult the little furballs into the hoops. I confess I'm not much good at the last one. There are still more modes I have yet to unlock. VR Furballs Demolition has a ton of content. VR Furballs Demolition is bright and colourful and very well made. The controls are simplistic and well explained. Both the models used and the little idle sound animations give life to the little furballs. They're cute, they're cuddly. And you do feel a smidgen guilty throwing them into little red guys. Just a smidgen. No. Good of the many, good of the many. I love the little furballs and the little noises they make as he counts down to an explosion. The little bomb guy, he is so cool. As you unlock new features, it is explained in full with mini tutorials, meaning you never feel stuck. I was quite surprised when I looked and saw that Gambling Studios' first game on Steam. They have created a very fun game with a lot of content for a very reasonable price. It's very much a AAA quality title. There is also a built-in level editor. This only unlocks once you beat the VR Furballs Demolition. I did not get a chance to see it as I have yet to be able to finish the game. It would be better if this was unlocked from the start, and I'll add my thoughts on the editor once it gets unlocked. I've given it an 8.3 out of 10 score. Pros, tons of content. Price so low it's almost stealing. Level editor, fun to play, very intuitive, very professionally made. Cons: the default screenshot one, which will be removed by the time you see this review, since that's now been fixed. It can take a lot of time to unlock some things. It is slow to unlock some stuff. Summary: VR Furballs Demolition is an amazingly well made game. There's a ton of content, all for the price of a coffee and a donut. A great game to show off to your non-VR mates, if you've got any non-VR mates left, or might now have VR. It's highly recommended. Scores out of 10 for presentation, an 8. For gameplay, 7. Value, 9. VR, 9. Okay, I recommend reading the actual review, which will be linked in the description, as it's a lot more professionally done than my little audio reviews. These are more for people who just don't really want to visit weird sites, just want to get their reviews straight onto Steam. So, hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews. And, like I say, please go and have a read of the actual review. Bye for now.